All right, it appears that everyone is here. We are live. Thank you for joining. I am Azoreign, your friendly blue mage. You may call me Azo. And very exciting news is we are so close to breaking 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And once we do that, I am going to be doing a big giveaway of a collector's booster, a commander deck, and a deck box. So if you want to enter in to win that, make sure that you're subscribed here on YouTube and go over to my Twitter or X page. You can find me at the same name that you'll see here on screen, and you will find out how to enter that giveaway, how to get multiple entries, and then you can possibly just win some free stuff just for following me. All of my guests are currently in my Discord server, so we are going to make sure to get this game started promptly. But if joining a Discord server and building a community of like-minded people who want to play Magic, who want to play on stream, who want to share decks, who want to just talk about Magic and Magic cards, make sure to check it out, join us, and I would love to see you there. But that being said, I'm going to jump into said Discord, and we are going to get a live stream game of Commander started. So again, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you feel led to, and sit back and enjoy as we head over. There it is. To spell table.
I'm going to be at a loss, so I figured that card is still good in the 99 of this because it'll copy those enchantments. And yeah, there's a lot of cool cards in here that I've never seen people play. So I'm really excited for it to be done, because the way I built it too is if there's nothing good to copy, well, I have just good enchantments for my board. So I tried to do a blend of. I have a decent amount of creatures. I've seen some lists where there's almost no creatures. It's all about just stealing everything. But the other thing is,
mine only has 13 creatures.
Yeah, I saw somebody when I was brewing Arna. Somebody had the idea, and so I copied it. I have a handful of creatures, enchantment creatures that have bestow, because I can either play it if I need a creature, they're a creature. But if I have enough out, now I can use them as auras. Basically.
I always seem to come in at the best times and interrupt some really good conversation. How's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing really well. I am so happy to be able to play this. This is actually going to be Rosheen's first game since I changed the commander of this deck.
Then I am honored and excited that you decided to debut it here. And I'm also excited. We have two Gruul decks. We have a Rakdos deck, and we only have on one blue deck, which is the person right below me. And I noticed Little Wing might have been a little too scared, but I noticed there was a little card there that said blue sucks or something of that nature. And usually I would disagree, but tonight I'm not playing blue, so I agree. Blue sucks.
Hey,
we don't like blue.
Handwriting. That was not my handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
It was a message from someone.
Yes, I'm sure that Captain Paul had something to do with that. I am also seeing a message here from Captain Poland. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Witness yourself. Azoreign getting jumped by a Simic and two Gruul decks.
Wow.
I'll be ready for it. But if we're ready to go, I see Little Wing, you're still shuffling down there. But you're totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the turn order. I haven't looked at my hand, but I have my starting 7. So let's go ahead and figure out who is going to go first. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we didn't change at all.
Okay. And if you see any random birthday wishes in chat, that's me.
Yes, Raikou Rider. It is his when your birthday is Thursday, you said?
Yes, in about 2 hours.
Yes, okay.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday. This is a birthday stream.
I'm not gonna go easy on you, but
of course not.
I'll feel bad about attacking you, I guess. Put it that way.
I won't feel bad about attacking you, and I'm not going to take it easy.
That's fair. It is Raikou.
I am excited to play this deck, though. When I saw this commander spoiled in MH3, I'm like, this card is so cool. I want to make this.
Mill 6 cards. You may put an X in your hand. Tap, reveal any X. Okay, so it's like Metalworker for X spells?
It is Metalworker for X spells.
That's hilarious. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I ran like a few hands with this.
Yeah.
10 mana on turn 4 is the norm.
I'm going to keep my starting hand. I like that.
Does this have...
I gotta turn our music back on. I noticed it's so quiet.
I think I am going to ship this. The deck construction for this was really weird. And you have to mulligan a little bit aggressively with it, I found. So if you see me going down cards...
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah, I found that this deck tends to mulligan aggressively. Because with a deck like this, you really need to draw both halves. I'm sure you've played a number of decks that you have to draw both halves of your strategy or it doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
This hand is worse. Going to 6.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about my hand right now. It's not bad, but it's not good.
Mine's not great, but I'm afraid the next one might be worse.
Yeah, I'm a mulligan. I'm not liking
All right,
this.
we got 2 mulls. Little Wing, did you say you were mulliganing as well?
Great, but
Alright, let's
I'm
try
gonna
this
be
again.
optimistic.
Then I'll work on posting over to X or Twitter and making sure everyone knows that we're live. We currently have 10 viewers, so again, thank you for watching.
Nice.
If you're
Greetings,
watching
everybody.
live, appreciate you.
I'm not happy with this hand. This hand is like the weirdest hand I have ever drawn in any iteration of playing this deck.
Oh, really? Maybe we'll stand a chance then.
I gotta go down to 6.
Ouch.
I should have kept my other hand. Oh well.
Oh, I'm down to 6.
I actually had a Soul Ring in that hand, but I had no blue mana, so.
Yeah, it's risky to want to keep that, but it's just like...
No, it wouldn't have been worth it.
Yeah, because then you get into those moods where you're just like, oh, if I just get that island on top, I'm set. I got a really good hand, but it's so risky to keep those.
I'm in the same boat. This is gonna sound really weird. I have no green mana, but this deck
No,
plays
but-
25 basic forests.
Okay. Little Wing, you're good with your hand, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Let me make sure I understand what Kibo does, because I know that he's actually really good, but he's just kind of weird. So he's
This
3
is
mana.
not good, but I'm gonna have to keep it.
So Little Wing is going to tap Kibo, and each player makes a colorless banana artifact that says tap, sack this artifact, add a red or green, and you gain 2 life. Whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control that's an ape or a monkey. Whenever Kibo attacks, defending player sacrifices an artifact. Well, luckily for Little Wing, I am playing my Chainer deck is an artifact deck. So Little Wing might be in luck with the amount of artifacts I put out, and Kibo might end up being massive.
Well, just don't be greedy with your bananas.
Oh, I'm gonna be the greediest banana keeper I can.
I'm gonna need him for green mana this game, I think.
Oh, that's not good for me.
I think Kibo will be good for right.
Well, okay, so Musing Melodist makes
I'm a
clues
feed.
that he sacrifices. I am playing
Oh,
an
no.
artifact deck that I sacrifice. So Little Wing might just the Kibo might just get
Kibo's gonna
quick.
eat well tonight.
Yeah. All right. So if we're all good, yes,
It's
no,
playable,
maybe
but
so.
it's not great.
All right. I'm gonna start us off then. If everyone's good,
Yes.
we're gonna start the game.
Sure.
I'm gonna draw my first magical card. I'm gonna play a Sulphurous Springs and pass.
Card for turn. I'm gonna play a Valakut Stoneforge and pass the turn.
Very nice. Love MDFCs.
Here's a few in here.
Well, forest and go.
Okay. I will play a Rejuvenating Springs for turn, Tap it and get out Tamiyo and pass.
Yep, your 1-mana commander, go figure. You just make sure this is the Inquisitive Student.
Yep.
Alright. I'll draw.
Very strong card.
Very strong card.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
going to play a mountain. I'll tap 2, and I'll start the artifact train early. Play Talisman of Indulgence, and I will just pass after that.
Card for turn. This is so unbelievably awkward. Go ahead.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, luckily, Little Wing's going to be giving out mana here soon,
Yeah.
so...
I play 3 basic mountains in this deck.
That is
go.
rough, buddy.
I'm gonna.
Because the first hand was like 2 lands, a 3 visits, and like no 4th mana. And then the second hand was 1 mana.
Speaking
I'm gonna
about 3
nature
visits,
lore.
we'll see a Nature's Lore, yeah.
Here comes the commercial district, I imagine.
No.
Basic?
Seeing a Stomping Ground, possibly?
No, I see a
just don't
basic.
wanna take Bro- I didn't take Bro.
There we go.
And it can just come in tapped.
Okay.
And then I will pass to the Melodist.
Untap. Draw. Oh no.
Oh, we having 2 decks struggling with lands? Then you two better be on your best behavior and be super nice to Little Wing, because she is going to give you guys artifacts. You guys better be her best
Yeah,
friend.
don't worry. Next turn, I'm passing out bananas.
Thank God.
So I have
Azoreign,
to
thanks
kill
for having
Kibo.
me.
Yeah, I'll take 0.
Tell me I was gonna just say hello.
Yep.
Write down some notes. Also
0
called a clue.
commander. Got it.
I have 7 in hand. I don't have to discard yet. I will pass.
Yikes.
All
I
right.
couldn't go down to 5.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw. Well, it looks like...
I thought about going to 5, but this deck
Ooh.
really needs the extra cards in hand.
Even in a card draw deck, it's tough to dig out of that hole.
Okay, I'm going to play Blight Step Pathway on the black side, and then my draw kind of changes what I was going to do, so let's go ahead and pay 3. I'm going to play Professional Facebreaker, and then I will
That's a card.
I will follow Professional Facebreaker up, tap 1, play a Wayfarer's Bauble, and then I will be done.
Card for turn. I mean...
Good to see we got a Zergador in chat, and Luis Vega, Keeping Terrible Hands, classic.
This is so awful.
It's not a bad hand. It just was lacking in real estate very heavily. Which one could argue is a terrible hand, but I sort of beg to differ.
And, our
My
message
first
from
hand had a bunch of
Zergador-
lands and very few cards, so...
Yeah, it's always the risk when you kind of get those 6 land hands, is like, oh, well, I have nothing to do, but I have a lot of mana. But Azurgador in chat, hello, you're here to listen, you're driving, I wish you luck on your drive, however long it may be. Thank you for tuning in. Even though you're just listening, I still appreciate you. We got a gamble from Rye. Maybe going to get a land to hand?
Do I have a D8 around here? I guess I have a D10. This one. That's fine. Because I did indeed get a land. I got a surveil land.
There we go.
That'll stay. Go ahead. And I am very okay with discarding. So the card I discarded was Fanning the Flames.
Got it.
Card you probably haven't seen in a long time.
Probably not.
It's not very good, but it fills a particular role that this deck needs.
I get out of Azoreign. And get Kibo out. And I'm sorry I can't do the bananas yet because he doesn't have haste.
Monkey is here.
That is also why I gambled for a land.
Okay. Next turn, I promise. After that, I'm gonna pass.
All right, untap. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Well, you'd be surprised how low the CMC in my hand is too. That's the worst part of this.
Like, you just need the one land.
I just need one land. Raikou, we'll just go around the horn. Tamiyo's gonna come by, say hello, take some notes. Oh, hello. Little Rai there.
Nope.
I believe that was a Suicune.
Nope.
My guy. No? Oh, that's.
I don't know Pokemon.
That's
I just guessed.
the new one from Scarlet and Violet. I couldn't tell you their names, but.
And anyways, I sadly have to discard. I'm going to discard an Adrix and Nev because I doubt I'll have that mana anytime soon.
Jeez. Well,
yeah.
Before I take my turn.
As a heads up, Johan, I might be able to help you get mana.
Well, I appreciate that. It's my fault.
I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but I should be able to help you get mana.
What do you have that card that where everybody can choose a land, get a land if they want, but then you get a land?
Probably tempt with. We do have a new chat from Demon Battler. This should be fun to watch.
Hey,
Thanks for
Demon.
stopping by. Oh, friend of Rise.
Yeah, he's not like staff, but he's like if I was actively streaming, he would probably be staff.
Well, you gotta make sure to wish Rai a happy birthday. If you're joining in specifically to watch Raikou Rider, make sure to say happy birthday in the chat. We got Taco Tony stopping in. Louis Vegas says discarding that card hurts. It's most certainly Adrix and Nev. Your doubling season on a creature. It's definitely a not a good discard. But I'm gonna move to my untap and I'll draw. Okay. Yeah, that works. So we have that. Interesting. Okay, so what I'd like to do... Ooh, I don't... Actually, I don't know if I want to do that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4... That will make 5.
Yeah, my birthday's in 2 hours.
I might be able to help with some land troubles as well here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just hold that. So I think I'm going to go 4. I'm going to play Solemn Simulacrum. And that's not...
Yep.
I'm not just trying to flex, but I do have something in my hand that may help everybody.
You have 4 mana? Damn.
I know, I'm living on the high life here. So we'll just grab the first one we see. It is a... Well, actually, no, I'm going to grab a mountain because I have...
Yeah, it won't be this turn I can help, but it'll be next turn.
Copy. So mountain, and then I am going to go after Little Wing for 2 with Professional Facebreaker.
That treasure.
Yep, and I'm gonna make a treasure. I can't do anything else, so after that I'll pass over to Rai.
play a forest. I'm gonna cast Rosheen.
Yep.
Mill 6. Glimpse the Core, Shatter Skull Smashing, Runati, Forest, Mountain, and Animist's Awakening.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Shatter Skull Smashing. And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is tap Kibo, and everyone can have a banana.
Thank
Oh,
you
thank you.
much.
Over here.
Let me
So
see if I can.
we sack for 1 red or green.
And you gain 2 life.
Yeah, and gain
Oh
two.
yes.
Um,
Dang, these bananas are OP. Oh, Lion's in chat. What's up, Lion? Thanks for stopping by.
hi,
Appreciate
Lion.
it.
All
Mistakes were made, Lion. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, I'm going to tap and cast Torian Mauler.
Ooh, changeling.
So he's kind of an ape.
I just saw that token.
Yeah, he is an ape. You're right.
I saw that token. That's so cool. Hey, Little Wing. Hey, Little Wing.
Yeah.
Hey, Little Wing. I just need to get 99 more of these, and I'll get an extra life, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, last thing I'm gonna do is cast Tyrian Soul Cleaver, and I'm gonna put it on Kibo.
Yep.
Little Wing and Captain Poland are always excellent at getting some really, really sweet tokens for all of their decks. They make sure to go out. Usually people get really nice deck boxes, nice sleeves. They are all about getting like the coolest, most thematic tokens for their decks.
It's so fun. I like official Magic cards, but tokens I feel like
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
personality
that's
within the token.
That reminds me, I still need to get the CD2 Day-Night token made for my Tovolar deck.
Oh, that reminds me.
Have you seen?
Johan, you can go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me find that token.
Tap drawer.
I was gonna
Oh.
show Johan this. This is for Johan.
Oh,
Aw.
nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to collect as many of those as I can. Well, you'll never believe it, I drew a land.
Yay,
But it
land.
comes in tap because I don't have a forest or an island.
Oh, boo.
Well, your banana's a forest.
Yeah,
Well, taps are green.
kind of. I will then.
Land.
But it comes. I'm gonna sack my banana. I'll gain 2 life. And then I'll tap for 1 more, and I will get out a thought vessel.
Okay, there we go.
Some ramp the hard way.
The really hard way.
I'm such a fool. Then Little Wing, Tamiyo is gonna say hello and thank Kibo for the friendly banana.
What good manners.
Uh,
I put my counters on mine for the stacking the banana, but I will take how much?
0.
Oh, okay.
Yep. She makes a clue though. She's taking notes on her visit, and I will then pass her.
And then, Little Wing, did you also put a counter on the Torian Mauler for when Johan casted the Thought Vessel?
Casting the spell. Thank
Yep. And then, Johan, you're done, you said?
Yep.
Untap.
Raccoons over here in Simic Land.
Upkeep drop.
Believe it or not.
Alright, well, I'm kind of joining you in the land struggle, so no land here. But Torian Mauler is okay, so he doesn't have trample or evasion or anything. So since I feel like I'm not going to be able to get through the Torian Mauler later and Kibo is tapped, Little Wing, I'm going to send 2 more at you with the Professional Facebreaker, and I'm going to keep Solemn Simulacrum. Well, oh no, I get treasures. Yeah, I'm actually going to send Solemn over at Johan.
Yep, saw that coming.
And then I will make a treasure for hitting Little Wing with the Professional Facebreaker and a treasure for hitting Johan.
Yep.
Love Professional Facebreaker. One?
2.
Yep, just 2.
Okay.
The other deck I was considering playing for tonight's stream, the Jirina Kudro deck, has the Poker Faces Professional Facebreaker. It looks so cool, and it's polychrome.
Nice.
That means it makes 1.5 times as many treasures, right?
Oh yeah. That's, obviously, that's how that works. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this. And I'll keep my treasures since Professional Facebreaker can make use of those. I will sacrifice my banana as it gains me 2 life as well. And that's 6. So then I will cast Combustible Gear Hulk. Make sure that shows up for the camera because these always have the worst glare. So Combustible Gear Hulk. When Combustible Gear Hulk enters the battlefield, target opponent may have me draw 3 cards, and if they don't, I'm going to mill 3 cards, and then they take damage equal to the converted mana costs. So I've hit Johan, I've hit Little Wing. I'm going to choose Raikou Rider for this one.
Azo, have your cards.
Thank you, sir. 1, 2, 3. That is what we needed.
I'm not a fan of giving him cards, but I know I've seen this deck before, and I know like the big stuff he does with it.
I will play
True.
Inventor's Fair as my land for the turn. That's
I guess this way he
really
has
what I
to
want.
cast his artifacts, not just get them out the bin.
And after that, I am going to be done. I'll pass.
But I will say that the game is going to completely change on this turn. Card for turn. I am going to play a Forest. I'm going to tap Rosheen. I'm going to show you this Spiteful Banditry, this Neverwinter Hydra, this Shatter Skull Smashing, and this New Frontiers.
Yep, so you're going to add 6 mana.
8.
8 mana.
13. Remember when I said we weren't going to have... Remember when I said I was going to fix Johan's mana issue?
Mm-hmm.
New Frontiers for 12. Everybody go get 12 basics.
Oh.
I doubt you have that many.
I might have exactly 12, actually. I think I run 6 and 6.
12 basics. Oh my gosh. Okay. 1. 2. Okay, there's 2 in the first half of the deck. So Rai is just getting us to the late game. Very
We're playing
quickly.
2 games tonight. That's what I'm here.
Yeah, these next turns are about to be insane. Okay, there's all of my basics. So No more basics in the deck. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So half of
That's-
the amount.
Yeah, that's the idea with this card is this deck breaks the symmetry of it by just playing more basics than most decks. Because most of the
Totally
3-color
land
decks
right
play
back,
like
man.
maybe 4.
Yeah, I got 6 of each. 6 islands, 6 forests.
Dang, so these next turns are about to just be insano.
They come in untapped,
Oh,
correct?
yes. No, they come in tapped.
They
and
come in
yes,
tapped.
Little Wing, you will put a
Oh.
counter. Did you put a counter on the Mauler when
The
Raikou
gear.
casted that spell?
Yeah. Yes.
Copy.
Go ahead. Have fun. Y'all got mana now.
Yeah, that is true. We have no excuse for not playing stuff.
That
That's kinda-
also weighed
kinda nutty.
into like whether I wanted to give you the cards or not, because
Because you're about to just supercharge us with mana.
yeah, I told you Rosheen can generate a lot of mana.
Never seen something like that before.
All right, Little Wing, I believe you are up, and I am.
Oh, sorry.
So cards in hand from everyone.
5. 5, and you know 3 of them.
6.
Ugh,
4.
I have 6 as well. I'm
So the
scared.
hand is Neverwinter Hydra, Spiteful Banditry, Shatter Skull Smashing, and 2 unknowns.
Okay.
Like, yeah, just against the 3-color decks, I'm cool with giving everybody like 4 or 5 basics if I can get 15. I think this deck plays 28 basics.
Yeah, I think I have 14, so I have 1 of each still in the library somewhere.
Okay. I'm gonna play Liquid Metal Coating.
Copy. Now does Torian Mauler? No, it's only opponent. I thought it was
Yeah,
whenever
only
a player.
opponent.
Copy.
Two. I'm gonna play. Towering Given.
More monkeys.
We're gonna go.
That's an ape.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, more apes.
Sorry.
Okay.
We're gonna have the whole Kong family here before long.
Yeah. Speaking of, here's
Oh,
Oh, hi, Donkey Kong.
Oh, it is. Spell table is deciding to not work. It's Kogla, the Titan ape. Whenever Kogla, the Titan ape, enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So it's a 7/6. You have some interesting options. So Kogla can take on anything on the battlefield. If he does take on the Combustible Gear Hulk, they will trade, because Combustible is a 6/6 and Kogla is a 7/6. But you have your pick of the litter. If I wouldn't get copyright striked, I'd play the, like, I don't know it by heart, but I have a buddy who sings it. It's like the Donkey Kong song. Like, there's like a song that goes with him, and like that's like all I'm going through my head as Little Wing slams down Kogla.
what is the card to the right of? Oh, that's the Gear Hulk.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little hard to read with the the way it's printed.
fine. I'm just.
How could you play shiny cards, Azo?
I know.
How about the face breaker?
It's probably a really good idea.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Facebreaker will get absolutely slammed by a gigantic monkey and die. You sure you didn't want to destroy my Solemn Simulacrum?
I'm after the Gear Hulk, I think.
Taco in chat, you pulled a Moss-born Hydra. Let's look that up for Taco. Moss-born Hydra. Oh, very nice from Foundations.
That's a new one from Foundations.
Yep, this creature gets a 1/1, enters with a +1 counter. Whenever a land you control enters double the amount of 1/1 counters on this creature. Very nice, Taco. I'm sure
that
that's
card's
gonna...
in here. That card's in here.
Oh, nice. I'm sure that's going to go into your Swarmlord deck, Taco Tony. Anyway, Little Wing, you're... I'm so nervous for your turn and then Johan's turn because I got to survive. Like, oh, man.
Yeah, this isn't a combat deck, so...
I'm tapping Liquid Metal Coating to make the Gear Hulk an artifact.
The Gear Hulk is an artifact.
Already an artifact.
It's an artifact creature.
Oh.
Yeah, the Gear Hulk's already an artifact.
You don't have to worry about that. Now, what you could have done if you'd like to, if you want to tap the Liquid Metal Coating to make the Professional Facebreaker an artifact and then do it that way.
No, it's okay. I have something. I'm gonna tap a forest and 2 to play Uktabi Orangutan. And when he comes into play, I can destroy target artifact.
Oh.
So we'll go with the Gear Hulk.
The Gear Hulk, okay. Gear Hulk dies.
And then... then I'll swing the Mauler at Azo.
Yep, I can't do anything. I'll take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's actually 7.
All your creatures grow because of the Gear Hulk dying.
Oh yes, that's true.
Thank
I think-
you, Ronnie.
So I take 7, go to 35.
And that'll be my turn.
Wow.
Alright. Untap. Tamiyo wakes up in the morning to newfound inheritance of land. And also loses focus. Let's see. I am so sick of this webcam, it's not even funny.
Okay, so I can't actually kill the monkey.
Yeah, those monkeys are no joke.
Yes. God damn. Alright. Well, believe it or not, I still haven't drawn more than 1 land, which is kind of ironic, but
Well, I just thinned.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably don't have
well,
many.
true. Out of your
that is fair. That is fair. I'm gonna tap 2, play a new card. I'm very excited to get this out. It's gonna be a scroll rack.
Nice.
You can't see it, but it's there. There we go.
That is a scroll rack.
That is the blurred outline of a scroll rack.
This is so frustrating. I will then... Yeah, I think it's the smartest move. I'm gonna tap 1, and I'm gonna tap the soul rack, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna just do 3 cards. Okay, so these go to hand. Then I put these back on top in any order, and I'm gonna put them back as such. I'm gonna tap for 6, and I'm going to get out Mordenkainen.
Mordenkainen.
So yeah, I'm gonna wait with that. I'm going to tap 2. Wait, hold on. Yeah, do that. I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna get out a Polywog Prodigy. Then I'm gonna tap another 2. Actually, nope, not yet. I'll move to combat. I will go back around the horn, so Tamiyo will swing at Azo. Actually, it's fine. Too late. She'll make a clue. I messed up sequencing a little bit there, but that's fine. I'm just gonna second main, tap a green, cast a Birds of Paradise, and then I will play a Misty Rainforest for turn. And I really want to. I use his +2. Yeah. I'm gonna +2 Mordenkainen. So I will draw 2, then put a card from hand, or put a card from hand on the bottom of my library. So he's gonna go to 7 loyalty. Draw 2. On the draw, Tamiyo flips. I will put this card on bottom. I will then uptick Tamiyo. So if you swing at me or my planeswalkers, they get -1 to their power. And then that's enough out of me. I will pass turn.
Okay. How much open mana do you have, Johan?
4.
Yeah.
3, but I can get land if I need to with my Misty Rainforest.
Is there still a banana, or did that get cracked?
He cracked it a
Oh,
while ago.
Yeah, we only got 1 so far, correct?
Yeah, Little Wing's not giving us another one.
Yep. So I cracked it the turn I got it, essentially.
So at the beginning of my upkeep, Inventor's Fair will trigger. I will gain a single life. I will draw 1 card. I'll play land for turn Blood Crypt, and I will pay 2 life. Have that enter untapped. Okay, so now here's where I'm nervous, because the open mana from Johan. I think I'm just going to try and force you to have it, I guess. 2, 4, 6. Tap 6, Marionette Master.
I mean, if there is a counter spell, that will get it out of his hand.
I'm gonna go get a land, get a life.
Let's say there's no way this is resolving.
I'm gonna get my hedge base.
I'm just letting you know, if this doesn't resolve, Mr. Johan, I'm probably going to try and kill both Mordenkainen and Tamiyo right now. My plan is to go after Little Wing a little bit, but if you counter the spell, I will just go right after your planeswalkers.
I'm getting a land right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing that out there. Land
importantly, shuffling
comes
all
out.
the
I
characters away.
surveil. That'll stay on top. Man. Alright, that's it for me.
All right, Marionette Master has entered the chat. Need to grab my dice. Fabricate 3. So I'll put 3
There's-
counters on the
There's
Marionette
what,
Master.
there's 3 treasures and a banana over there?
No, I sacrificed my banana. I have 3 treasures and a Wayfarer's.
That's an ETB ability, correct?
Yeah. When this
That's
creature
a
enters
triggered
the
ability,
battlefield-
technically. ETBs are triggered.
Yeah, it's a triggered ability.
Yep.
Alright, on that,
Oh, do you have Stifle?
No. I'm gonna... Close. I'm gonna tap 3 for Tashana's Tidebinder. Targeting Marionette Master.
That's so good!
I love this card. It's like plummeted in cost by about 75%, but I still love it.
Yeah, I sold mine when they were like $18.
I bought this copy when they were, well, they weren't 18, but it was probably like 9 to 12 range I had bought. And then I just got another one in foil the other, like a couple weeks ago for probably like $350.
Yeah, it's still a really good card. Just
Yeah. I don't know why it fell off so much.
well, Lost Caverns is just cracked. It's a
Yeah. You'd think though with Standard being as good as it is, that a card like this would be so invaluable, especially
not
with
like
ETBs, but
It's not like really played in Standard though.
that's kind of surprising to me. It's a 3/2 that with flash that counters triggered or activated abilities. Like there's so much ETB right now. I don't
Like
know.
the Demir midrange is about the only deck that would maybe play that.
Yeah, I'm just getting into Standard, so I don't know all the metas and stuff yet. But it's
Oh,
just surprising to me.
I will
Standard's wide open.
Oh, it's great.
pay 1 life to add a red. And I will play Chisgoria, the Forged Tyrant, as it has affinity for artifacts, and it is reduced by the amount of artifacts I have. I also still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana left. You have Tashana's Tidebinder, the Birds of Paradise, and the Polywog Prodigy.
Oh, Wish, actually, if you don't mind, I did miss the trigger. It has Evolve, and even though I treated it like a counter spell, Shauna's Tidebinder would technically
Mm-hmm.
It
give
would,
it
yeah.
+1 counter. So if any of you cast a spell of 1 mana or less, I get to draw a card, guys. We live in up in here.
I'm a single mana short here. Well, yeah, that sucks. But
Non-creature spell, but yes.
okay, I think what I'm actually going to do is I will tap 4. I'll cast my Commander Chainer. I will discard a card. I'll discard Anger,
That seems good.
targeting the Professional
Yeah.
Facebreaker. I'll sacrifice my 3 treasures and recast the Professional Facebreaker from my graveyard.
You have 3/1 damage pings also.
Nope. Tashana's
Nope.
Tidebinder shuts down Marionette Master completely.
It shuts it off completely until
So you need to be able to counter a activated or triggered, but then it counters all abilities that they have, as long as this is on the board. This card that's blurry, but I swear it is what
I'm
it
just
is.
looking it up. Oh, it just loses all abilities.
Yeah, so long as Tashana's Tidebinder is on my blurry playmat.
That's so good.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't get the cost reduction and why it doesn't see play in more formats.
Alright, so attacks. I might get really hurt here from Little Wing, but I'm going to go after Mordenkainen. I'm going to swing at Mordenkainen with the Professional Facebreaker and the Chisgoria. The Polywog Prodigy is how big right now?
2/4.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to swing at Mordenkainen with the Professional Facebreaker and Chisgoria. And I'm just going to send the Marionette Master over at Rye for 1.
Sure.
Chisgoria has an attack trigger. When Chisgoria the Forged Tyrant attacks, I'm going to exile the top 5 cards of my library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get to choose an artifact from among them. So we got Fel the Profane, Felwar Stone, Songs of the Damned, Altar of Dementia, and Command Beacons. So going with Altar of Dementia, that will be able to be cast this turn, and it gains affinity for artifacts.
Oh, that's not going to cost anything.
Alright. So Rye is taking 1. I'm going to go ahead and make my treasure for Rye. And then Johan.
I will block Chisgoria with my European Swallow, also known as Bird of Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And then Facebreaker is still just base power toughness, right? 2/3?
Yep.
So I will chump with my 2/4.
It is Menace.
As Menace.
Oh. That's right. Alright, he'll take 2 then.
That is part of the reason why Professional Facebreaker is such a good card.
Why is it so blurry?
I will cast Altar of Dementia. So this
there we go.
is on the battlefield. These are permanently exiled, which is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? I was really hoping for a bigger hit. I'm really nervous that Little Wing is just going to slam me. I was hoping for like a creature.
Johan, how many creatures went to the graveyard? 1?
1 for me, correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Jared, you sacked all your treasures?
I did.
How big is Kibo now?
He's, with everything, he is a 10.
Okay, a 10.
I was really hoping, like I was 1 mana short from something that I wanted to do in my hand that I couldn't get out. Okay, that's all I got, and I'm just gonna pray for mercy.
Okay. I think I can do something about this. I just need Azo to like cooperate.
Okay.
And like not sack your stuff to Altar of Dementia because that'll trigger Kibo.
But I want to. I mean, creature-wise, I have a single artifact creature.
Well, the Soul Cleaver triggers on creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Artifacts and
I'm just saying, if you have a board wipe, I only have a single artifact creature to sacrifice.
Okay. Anyway, card for turn. Play Yavimaya Hollow. Make 6. Show you the same cards I did before.
Okay.
So there's 6 colorless that can be spent on X. How big is the Mauler?
19.
19, huh? And it'll be 20 when I play a spell. Six, 10, 14, 18.
Line, shush. Line in chat says, Azo cooperate? Nah.
A little annoyed that this is going to cost me most of my mana.
Yeah, Zerkador, I'm glad that the game hasn't ended and you were able to make it to your computer.
I'm also like looking up other cards because artifact or creature is okay. And you still have the 1 banana, right?
I think we all. Oh yeah, Little Wing still has hers.
Because I have to account for the Soul Cleaver too. Because what I want to do is kind of like clean this board up with the Spiteful Banditry, but I need to make sure that I have enough mana to account for everything. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 18, 19, 20. The Torian Mauler's a 19, it'll become a 20.
Little Wing Lion says that the world is rooting for you, and then just typed a monkey into chat.
So that's we'll do it for 21. Do I want to do it for 21 or do I want to do it for 20? I'll do it for 21. Spiteful Banditry X is 21.
So, just to clear things up, Spiteful Banditry is basically Meat Hook Massacre in red.
It's Meat Hook in red, yeah.
So, Rai is going to give all creatures, he's going to deal X damage to all creatures. He's going to deal 21 damage to every creature. Then, whenever one or more creatures your opponent's control dies, Rai is going to make a treasure. He can
I only get one treasure.
Only triggers once, excuse me, each turn. So, with that on the stack, next player goes to Little Wing, and Kibo does have an activated ability. Little Wing, do you have any responses to Spiteful Banditry on the stack?
Be very careful with this, because if you cast too many spells, the Torian Mauler is going to get too big.
I mean, I have a single mana. I can't really cast anything.
That's why I was humming and hawing so much over how much to cast this for, because I was also trying to like figure out a way if I could save Rosheen with the Hollow, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can without risking something of Little Wings being on the table.
Yep. Rai powered everyone up by giving us lands, and now he is taking it all away by board wiping, but it's needed, because I think Little Wing might have had this game.
So indestructible doesn't stop it because it's giving minus.
Oh no,
it's not. It's damage.
Indestructible will stop this because it is damage. Meat Hook Massacre is minus. Spiteful Banditry is just
if
damage.
you have a heroic.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is heroic intervention.
It's not.
It's 2 mana. 3 mana.
Inspiring Call.
That's worse.
Oh god.
That's worse.
That's so good. Draw a card for each creature you control. The +1 counter on it. Those creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. Hey, Mr. Tidebinder, you wanna stop that or what?
Oh wait, should I not?
I can't.
Yeah. So that's on the stack. Now Johan gets a chance to respond.
I got 2 cards and no mana.
All right.
One of those cards is blue, and the other card is a Force of Will.
Yeah. I wish. I wish too. Yeah.
Guys, I tried.
You did. You put it all on the line. So, Little Wing, your Inspiring Call is going to resolve. Draw a card for each creature you control with a +1 counter on it, and so you will draw 5 cards, and then your creatures will gain indestructible. Dang, Little Wing came to play. Oh well, all of my creatures are gonna die anyway. Like I feel like
like you can sack them now. That's fine.
Yeah, I've got to make the best decision for myself here, even though it's gonna. I mean, all of Little Wing's creatures are gonna get 1 from the Solemn Simulacrum, so it's not even that much. So Little Wing, now we're going back around. Do you have a response to the Spiteful Banditry on the stack?
No.
Alright, Johan.
I
no-
mean, wait, it's not gonna affect my.
Nope, your things have indestructible now.
Yup.
Can I just add a counter on my Mauler?
Yep.
I had to try.
Yeah,
That was a good play.
No.
It was a really good play.
Yep, there's no hard feelings here. You had to try something.
Let's just say I have some sad news to tell you all after this game is over.
that
This
you
is-
had counter spells. Well, Johan, if you have no responses, I'm just going to start sacrificing my creatures because they're going to die anyway.
Yep.
So I'll go ahead and sacrifice the Solemn Simulacrum. I'm going to keep my creatures in one pile, and then I'll do non-creatures in another. So I will draw a card. Okay. Then I will mill 2. There we go. There's Scrap Mastery in the bin. Phyrexian Triniform. I'll sacrifice. It is power, not toughness. So I'll sacrifice Marionette Master, mill 1. Bloodstained Mire. Sacrifice Chisgoria, mill 4. Rakdos. Cityscape Leveler, Lightning Greaves, and a land. I'll sacrifice Chainer and return him to the command zone. I'll mill 2, Chaos Warp, and land. And I'll sacrifice the Professional Facebreaker. Or sorry, I mill 3. It's power, not toughness. Ornithopter Paradise. And then for the Professional Facebreaker, I'll mill 2. It's going to be another land. 2 lands on top. Okay.
Wait, so how
Only
many-
one artifact.
and how many creatures? Because the Soul Cleaver.
I had my commander, Chisgoria, Marionette Master, Professional Facebreaker, and Solemn Simulacrum, so that was 5.
I had just 1.
2 for me.
Yeah,
So
The frog and the Tidebinder.
Ra, you
I
will make your
do
single
and one.
treasure.
yeah, I do get a singular treasure that I just cannot do anything with. Alright. Kill us.
Alright, Little Wing, you got this. What a play, though. Like, you can't even be upset. Like, Rye had to do something. Little Wing had the answer. Like, you can't even be mad at those kind of plays. That's just... I'm not even mad. That's just kind of impressive.
No, when I saw Little Wing tapping 3 mana instead of 2, I knew exactly what spell was coming. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's worse than Heroic Intervention? Heroic Intervention that draws 5
Yeah.
cards.
Heroic Intervention with card draw. All right, Little One, while
Firing
you
calls.
think
Oh,
about
good.
what you're gonna do, I'm gonna start adding up damage, just to see how much you have. So Kibo has got 12, 16 counters on top of being a 2/2. So,
That's not Lethal Commander, at least. Not yet.
not yet.
The Mauler is 21.
Or sorry, that's 16. Or no, Kibo's a 2/2. Torian Mauler's only a 1/1.
Torian Mauler's 2/2.
Is he a 2/2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Man, I remember when that card was considered super pushed.
The
Card was like over $10 when it was in Standard.
mana value, which is currently Kogla, so that's 6. So, Little Wing, on board currently, you have 67 damage. You have 18 from Kibo, you have 21 from the Mauler, The Gibbon, Towering Gibbon is 9, Kogla is 12, and the Uktabi Orangutan is 7.
Okay. I'm gonna play Hardened Scales.
Nice.
I'm going to.
Demon Battler. Little Wing's about to drop a banana slammer. Noble in chat.
Oh no,
Take
we're
him down.
dead.
I mean, at least one of us right now. Big Monkey. Yeah, spam Big Monkey in chat if you like what Little Wing is doing. Izurkador just, oh my god.
I'm playing an artifact, Azo.
Ooh.
Artifact monkey.
An
I mean,
artifact
8.
monkey. The Simian Simulacrum. Cool. Very cool. When it enters, you put 2/1/1 counters on target creature you control. Okay.
Evolution is going backwards. It was
Yeah.
column to Simeon.
And so with Hardened Scales, it's going to put 3 counters. So what are you putting 3 counters on?
Oh no.
Kibo.
Yep, Kibo. That will make
Yeah.
Kibo lethal commander damage. So
Yep,
that
now
will...
Kibo's lethal.
So that's 2 people dead, at least, minimum. Now, does Little Wing have enough to push it over the edge?
Ah.
Ook, ok, indeed.
Return to monkey.
So much mana, and I don't.
So, Little Wing, let me put it this way. Just Kibo kills one of us. The other damage you have is 49. So, you can kill 2 people right now and deal 9 damage to a third. That's without doing anything else.
Mind you, if you swing at me, those creatures get -1/-0.
Yep, so if you put like 1 more counter on Kibo, I mean, that does kind of affect where damage goes, kind of, sort of.
I don't think that's hard.
How many cards do you have in your hand, Little Wing?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, that can't be hard.
Yeah, the drawing off of the Inspiring Call just probably set you up to just have a really nice turn. Like, doing that right before your turn, so good.
I'm gonna pay.
Was that
So-
Kessig Wolf Run?
Yeah, there's a Kessig there too.
Oh, I mean, that might just... so, hang on. Before you do that, Little Wing, how much mana... So, you're tapping the Kessig Wolf Run and 2 additional lands. What if you just put everything into X? How much mana is there to put into X?
I don't think there's that much. I can't believe there's so many basic
12?
lands in your decks.
12, okay. So, taking out Kibo, because he can kill one of us, you can give another creature plus 12. That's 61.
Still short by 9.
Yep, you can bring one of us to 9 and kill the other 2 if you just put everything into X on one creature.
Alright. I'm not gonna tap my weapon. I'm only gonna do 11, not 12.
Okay. And then what creature is getting the plus 11?
The Mauler.
Okay. So the Mauler was 21 and it will now be 32.
32.
All right. So excluding Kibo, because he is a kill shot, no matter what, you have 60 damage even. You have 9 damage from the Towering Gibbon. You have 12 damage from Kogla. You have 7 damage from the Uktabi Orangutan and 32 damage with the Mauler. Is there any way you can put one more counter on like all your creatures? Because like the only reason I'm thinking, because I'm at 33. If you can put one more counter on the Taurian Mauler, you can kill me with just that one creature.
What about if I sack
Your banana.
my banana from the cleaver?
Yeah.
It'll put a 1/1 counter. Oh, just on Kibo.
Yeah, just on Kibo.
Well, okay. So if you did that, if you put a 1/1 counter on Kibo, you can now send Kibo at Johan because he'll be 22, and Johan's going to give all creatures attacking him -1. That will bring him down to 21 to still kill Johan with commander damage.
Okay. We'll do that.
So
you
I'm just
have
making
vigil.
sure. I'm just gonna recap this for chat. So the Tarian Soul Cleaver, whenever another artifact or creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, so Little Wing is gonna sacrifice her last banana into the Kessig Wolf Run to give the Taurian Mauler 33 instead of 32 power, putting a +1/+1 counter on Kibo to bring him to 22 from 21. And then, Little Wing, you can stop me at any time if I'm wrong. Kibo is going to go at Johan to kill him. The Taurian Mauler is going to come at me to kill me. And then everything else is going at Rai.
Yep.
Okay. Do I have anything I can do?
Okay, so that puts me to what, 9?
You will go to, so I'll get rid of that. So you will take 28, Rai.
Okay, so I go to 11.
Top card was a Signet.
So here's the absolutely crazy thing is I still have outs.
Let's see it.
Like, I actually still have outs. That's not one of them. Well, I think all roads start with Rosheen for 6.
Taco's asking if does Little Wing run Defiler of Vigor? So the green Defiler that puts a counter on all your creatures when you cast green spells.
I think the issue is it's not an ape or a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's so many good ones.
Okay.
I tried to stick.
These mills matter a lot.
And Noble says ape together strong. Oh man.
No way!
No
way! Do I have enough?
Oh no.
Oh, the
That's the
Crackle?
out!
Crackle
I just have to make sure I have enough mana.
Oh, did Rai just mill the card he needed?
No, I get this back!
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you mill it and then you get it back with your commander? Okay, so you mill Crackle with power. Bring it back.
Does the... Okay, I need to... Okay, so Soul Cleaver doesn't give the creature trample.
It gives it vigilance.
Right. Yeah, just vigilance.
Well, never mind, there's a Kessig. I just don't think I have enough mana.
This will be an insane
Three.
game. Like, really fast turn of events in 2 different directions, but holy cow. This game has been all over the place.
4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sorry, right, can I gain my 2 life from when I said
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I completely
that's important, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's just unfortunately because of the Kessig Wolf run, it's not enough.
Is
Because
that like your last ditch? Like, that's all you can do is just the crackle?
I love that card.
I mean, I have a Reforge the Soul, but then I just don't have enough mana to take out
to
the
like
creatures.
do anything else. Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have anything in here that can kill creatures that big.
Yep. Yeah. Little Wings creatures are just massive.
Because I can crack all this stuff and crackle with power X is 4 to do like 20 damage to 4 things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can get
And
rid of
then
everything but
and then I just die.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Because the wolf run just gives trample to Kibo, and then you're just dead.
Yeah,
Or-
if the wolf run wasn't there, I could do crackle with power for a little bit less and then like throw out a blocker,
Yeah, right.
and I'd be fine. But yeah, the wolf run did it.
Well, let's see. If you just go all out into crackle with power, how much mana can you put into it?
With what I had in my, I think I would have needed to regenerate. I would have needed to regenerate Rosheen was the issue, I think. But let's say I had like the crackle. Let's say I top decked the crackle instead.
Oh, because you recast Rosheen. She doesn't have haste, so you can't reveal X.
Yeah. I could do it for like.
Yeah. How much mana do you have right now?
I'm actually like counting it now. So that's X is 1 with the tokens 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I was still short.
Got it. So you could have done crackle where X is 6.
Yeah, because I could kill everything but the Mauler.
I mean, well, inversely, if X were 6, you could just deal 30 damage to Little Wing's face, put her to 8. But then, like, obviously, she still overruns. Yep. So they're that close. 8 life. So Little Wing wins with 8 life, hypothetically, if Ride puts all the mana into Crackle with Power. And the monkeys take it. Captain Poland in chat. Hell yeah.
So what do you think of that?
Good win.
I have never
It's very
seen
cool.
Rosheen. Yeah, that was very cool. I mean, like, I love Metalworker, and I like that Rosheen is just Metalworker X spells. But
So the card that I bottomed off the mulligan was Greater Good, which really hurt because I didn't have any. Because the third hand that I kept was like all red sources, and this deck plays 3 basic mountains. Like 3 basic mountains, like 3 colorless lands, and like 2 red utility lands, and every other land in this deck taps for green.
mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get there eventually.
Well, you guys know what we like to do here. After the game, we like to talk about our 3 most impactful cards. And Little Wing, you will be going last because you are the victor. So you get to take your victory lap by going last. Both Johan and I were knocked out at the same time, so we'll go in turn order. So I'll go, then Johan, then Rai, then we'll end with Little Wing. So my first card I felt was most impactful was Professional Facebreaker. It's just a really nice card to get out early and start swinging at all your opponents. Unfortunately for me, I had a really good start, and then Rai kind of catapulted everyone into just uber mana turns, and so I suffered the most because I think I was in the best spot early, and so I had a really good thing going, which all the other players were just able to catch up to me really fast because Rai just gave everyone a lot of mana. So unfortunately, my good start turned into a very mediocre start because I just did so many early things, but Professional Facebreaker is never a bad card to get out on turn 3. Next is going to be one of my favorite cards on deck, which is Chiscoria. I love that it has affinity for artifacts. It's got haste. It it just casts at the point that you're playing and attacking with Chiscoria. It exiles, and you basically get to cast something for free among the top 5. And I just think that Chiscoria is really cool. That her design is really cool. It has haste. It can lower its own mana costs. So Chiscoria, very cool. And then what Chiscoria got was the Altar of Dementia, one of the strongest cards in the deck. Just allowed me to mill for a ton. And if I would have been able to get Living Death or Scrap Mastery back into my hand on my turn, and I could have just reanimated my entire graveyard, which was my plan, which didn't happen. So those were my 3. All right, the music melodist. Yes, you are up.
Once again, Ezo, thanks for having me on. Raikou, that's a super cool deck. I definitely want to see it and play against it again sometime soon, hopefully. And Little Wing, congrats on the win. This is the first time, I forgot you had this deck. It's the first time I even got to see it play. And boy, did it play. So congrats on your win.
Holy cow.
Sadly, I mulliganed twice. I shouldn't have. I should have just kept my boring first hand. It's the second time I played Tamiyo, and both games have sucked, which is a bummer. But this one, I own up to this one. That's on me. So, anyways, my 3 cards, a little hard to choose. My first card is going to be New Frontiers.
My top card is one of Raikou's cards. Wait, can I change on mine? I want to put New Frontiers on mine too.
I was going nowhere in a hurry, and New Frontiers made me actually kind of be in the game. So that's my top card for sure. I had to proxy my own copy, unfortunately.
The card has to be reprinted.
I love the very clip art Starship Enterprise down there.
Thank you. I was like, I can't draw that person, so let me draw something else, a different reference, take it a bit more obscure. Even though it's the final frontier. But anyways, I digress. Second would be Skull Rack. Only got to use it once, but it was the first time since I was able to trade and procure this card that I got to play it, and I could already see like this is going to be so much fun in games where I'm actually playing, so to speak. And then last but not least, Tishana's Tidebinder, because even though it didn't really end up mattering, it did counter Azo on his own stream, and that is kind of funny. And it's a Merfolk. Well, so I countered Azo with a Merfolk, which is kind of cool, because we're Merfolk buddies.
We are, yes. But without knowing what else was going to happen, countering the Marionette Master is always a good idea. Marionette Master in an artifact deck will almost always end the game on the spot. So you countering Marionette Master in that way was not, because like you look in hindsight and it's like, yeah, you shouldn't have countered that. You should have waited. But it's like you wouldn't have known. Marionette Master in an artifact deck is one of the scariest cards in the deck.
So I almost forgot. Raikou asked if I had a Force of Will in hand. I did not. I had a Force of Negation, which still would have worked. My other card was colorless.
No! I was on the money with that too.
Wrong force, but that's why I was so frustrated, because I'm like, is there any way I can get a blue card into my hand? And I didn't have the mana left.
No!
Yeah, it was frustrating. But that's the way it goes.
That is just the way it goes sometimes. Alright, Raikou, your 3 cards.
Well, the first one is pretty obviously New Frontiers. There were people struggling on mana, and the decision to get this card, because in that wave of cards, I had a what's the name of that card? Animus Awakening. There was also an Animus Awakening in that pile that I would have grabbed instead if Johan wasn't struggling on lands.
Thanks, buddy.
So it's all your fault.
So that's why I grabbed this. Otherwise, I would have grabbed the Animus Awakening and then slammed this for about the same. I would have slammed this for probably everything, like 13 or 14, and just ramped myself about 5 or 6. But this wound up being a much more entertaining card to play. And a lot of people don't know this card exists because this card was printed in 2000 and it's never been reprinted.
It's a shame.
The second card on the list is, of course, the Spiteful Banditry. This was this was... I don't even know what to say about this because of the inspiring call, but I felt this was the right play with the information I had, and having just enough mana to be able to kill 20/20s with it, because this card is not supposed to kill 20/20s, but with decks that make this much mana, they can. And then, of course, the Crackle with Power, which was just short of turning the game around.
Yeah, I think, Rai, you were so close, you know, with the Spiteful Banditry would have completely changed the landscape of the game. If you had just a few more mana to put into Crackle, you could have just straight up killed Little Wing on your turn. You know, Rai, you were just right there, so close at every step in the game to close it out into your favor. But unfortunately, you know, that's just how the cards go. Like with Johan not having a blue card to exile the Force of Negation, Rai just being a few mana short, but that doesn't take away at all Little Wing's impressive victory. So we bow down to the Monkey King Kibo, the new Lord of Gruul. And Little Wing, do you have 3 cards that you felt were most impactful?
I picked the Mauler.
Of course.
I always worry that he's gonna get targeted, but he did pretty good. The Soul Cleaver was really nice to have.
Soul Cleaver was significantly complicating my calculations, I'll say that much.
Yeah, you guys all had like like I was thinking it was just gonna be the bananas, but you guys all had your own artifacts as well that you were sacrificing, and then the inspiring call, of course.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that was, you know, it's like you hate to lose the game, but it's just so perfect when someone has what they need when they need it, and it's just like the best version of what they need. Like,
oh my God.
You know, it's like, again, like I didn't want to lose. Like I feel bad because I'm like, oh, that really sucks that I lost, and I didn't want to lose. I want to keep playing Magic, but there's just something that you're like, you just gotta appreciate the fact that you had that in hand. Like Little Wing, you closed this game very effectively, even though Rai really tried to give you a run for it at the end.
That was in my opening hand, and then that's kind of one of the reasons I didn't want a mulligan. Even though the kind of a slow start, but it was worth it.
It's cool tech too. Like we were all expecting the heroic intervention till that 3rd mana, and then you're like, oh, and yeah, very cool.
Well, I think, again, congratulations, Little Wing. You deserve your crown. You deserve your victory lap. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. A little bit shorter than we usually go. Still about an hour, a little over an hour and a half. Played a great game. Had a lot of fun. There was a little bit of back and forth. You know, I think I jumped out to a pretty early lead. Rai definitely exploded with Rosheen. You know, very cool commander. I've never actually seen it out in the wild, so... X-Spell Metalworker was pretty sweet, and Rai just kind of catapulted us into the absolute latest form of the game that we could have been at with the New Frontiers, and Little Wing was the first one who got to take an advantage of the newfound mana, but Little Wing was already set up with Tarian Soul Cleaver and the Taurian Mauler, along with Kibo just being big, and then Little Wing just had the first follow-up turn to having all the mana, just went monkey, 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 and it was just profit after that, making all the monkeys massive. You know, Johan, you had a very good turn after that as well. You drew a lot of cards, flipped Tamiyo, played Mordenkainen, the scroll rack was really, really nice, and to be honest, again, like I think I had the weakest follow-up to anyone. Just because my early game was kind of dedicated to ramping, so when Raikou kind of gave us all mana, I just didn't really have much. I had a plan for the amount of mana I had, and then once I got a lot more mana, the things I had in my hand just weren't as good, especially with my Marionette Master getting not counterspelled traditionally, but getting basically shut down. You know, my turn was very middling, and then Little Wing was just able to certainly clean up the game. So that was the idea
with the New Frontiers, was to like give everybody a bunch of mana and then let all of you let all of you try to overextend into the banditry.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was a good strategy, and it would have worked, despite the inspiring call that Little Wing held up, which was excellent. But yes, that is going to do it for us here tonight. So Raikou Rider, Johan, the Musing Melodist, and Little Wing, I appreciate you guys coming on the stream. I appreciate you guys for watching. Roughly in the middle, we had about 12 to 14 viewers, so I appreciate if you just came and stopped by. I appreciate if you're still here. We had a ton of people chatting, so I appreciate that. Raikou Rider, happy birthday. Is the early birthday stream for you.
Thank you.
And before we go, one last message. If you look here, where am I on the camera? I'm reversed. So if you look down that way, you'll see that the sub goal, we are 16 subscribers away from hitting 2,000. Once we hit 2,000 subs, there's going to be a giveaway. I want to give you free stuff, and all you got to do is be subscribed here on YouTube. So please make sure and do that. It would mean a lot to me. But again, thank you for watching, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.